Welcome to Shockwave 984's Labor October. Today's subject, Shiki. How's it going, everybody? Shockwave 984 here, and welcome to Shockwave's Labor October. Yeah, I was trying to come up with words that go with October, Halloween. Yeah, you get the picture. So the reason why there hasn't been any videos lately is because I've been prepping for this. I wanted to do a horror theme month for October. I wanted to do that last year, but it didn't really come to mind until after October. So everything this month is gonna be the theme is horror. It doesn't necessarily have to be the main theme, but it has to have, I guess, like a pretty big presence in the series. So this is going to consist of anime, live action, video games, I think a few comics, and maybe some manga as well. So, because I noticed our horror collection, it's getting a little bigger now. It used to be real small, like we didn't have a lot, but yeah, starting to build up a bit. So, let me know what you guys think of the intro. I thought I'd just do that for this month. So, with that, let's go ahead and get started. So, first up, we're going to start out with a anime series that I picked up at a convention. It was at a Fanime, it was, I think, like a couple years ago now. And that is Shiki. This is by Funimation. There we go. And this is the art box edition with the two parts, 1 and 2. There you go. This is a really nice box. There we go. And when I picked this up, I didn't really know anything about it, actually. I think I just read the description. Excuse me, that was on the back of here. There we go. Yeah, so this is on the back of the box. So this just describes part 1. So their survival means your death. Very interesting. And at every episode kept me on edge. That's a quote. And I'm doing this during the day to help with the to get the light to help, because the writing's really dark. So hopefully it comes out okay. And then the imagery. I mean, look at that. That's just... So, yes, as you can probably guess, this has to do with vampires. But it's very good the way it handles it. There we go. Let me see if I can... Oh, it's going blurry again. There we go. So, this is pretty hard to read, so I'll describe it. So, what you do get as far as special features, you get episode commentaries, preview featurettes, textless songs, and trailers. So what you have is, this takes place in a secluded village. You get a nice big shot of it, and there's mountains and stuff surrounding it. And now there is another main town. It's like you have to leave that area to get to that. So they do have access to stuff that may not be available in the village. And you do have they have their shops, you have a hospital, different places. And you have this new family. There's this gigantic mansion. I guess it looks like it's almost like on a hill. And this new family moves in, and everybody's like, ooh, who's this family? And then, one night they introduce themselves. And then, they seem kind of odd, I guess, to the people who've been there, lived there pretty much all their lives and stuff. So there you go. So here is part 1. Now this is the reverse side, and this is pretty trippy because you don't know what she looks like on the other side. But there you go. There it just says Shiki, and then introduce themselves. People are thinking, people seem kind of odd. But then slowly but surely people start disappearing. And then all hell breaks loose, pretty much. People start, people start disappearing. The gore, there is gore, blood and gore in here, but it's not like, that's like the main theme of it. But there are a few scenes where it's just like, whoa. So there you go. So here are the all the discs are the same. So here are the DVDs, and here are the Blu-rays. Just same design. And then I'm going to show you guys the reverse cover. So, this is the main cover. There you go. And then here is the title again. And then all the episodes have numbers. So you have First Blood, Second Decay. Some words get reused. Like I think, yeah, so there's 12th Decay, there's Third Tragedy, 7th Killing Spirit, 10th Morning. I mean, yeah, it's out there. I thought that was a really nice touch. So, and then, you know, this, I guess the main theme, the main horror theme with this is not just that it involves like vampires, but it's just survival horror. Because the big thing is that they're in a secluded town. So that's what makes it even more scary. It's that, you know, there is a way to get out. There is a main city that you can get to, but I mean, if depending on where you're at, I mean, it could take you a while to get there. And, you know, and also another thing is, what would you do in this situation? Would you try and fight back? Or, so here is part 2. I'll show you guys more imagery there. Oh, man. Yeah, and just so you know, when part 2 hits, when the second half starts, it really hits hard. Because part 1, you know, it takes its time building up and stuff, and does a really great job at it. Excuse me. Blah. So, and then here is the main doctor, or the sole, like, I guess, main doctor at the hospital. The lone hospital. And, you know, he is trying to figure out what the heck is going on. You know, he gets called in and he sees, like, you know, like the aftermath, and he's just trying his best, and it is really rough. And then, you know, you see like his friend, or so this is his friend right here. And I guess you could say he's like the priest, the monk. And I don't know if you guys can make that out. There's a picture right there. And then here you go. Also, there's a kind of a bonus episode here. So you have 21, and then you have 21.5. But that is a really great episode, because what it does is it shows you things that, like, you know, you may have thought you figured out, like, oh, maybe that's how that happened, but that actually shows it. It's like a bonus. I think it's like an OVA, I think? No. I think just a added episode. But it's really great. There you go. So yeah, let me zoom in on the boxes here. There we go, that's better. So yeah, you follow the doctor, and then also what's really cool is that you get introductions. So like in part 1, I think there's still some in, yeah, it's throughout the series. It like reminds you of who is who, like who's part of this family. Oh, this is the son of that guy. This is a daughter of, you know, this is an uncle, brother, son, mother. It's really great the way they did it. And, you know, the vampires themselves, I really love the design. As far as, like, their, like, how their eyes look, it's very trippy. And, like, when it's open their mouths and you see their fang, like, the way their fangs look, it just looks so threatening, so scary. Or trippy. So, yeah, the main theme of this is survival horror and also tragedy. There's quite a bit in here, and yeah, there is gore, there is a bunch of blood and stuff in some scenes, but it's not like, you know, that it's oversaturated with it, which is good. And the voice acting, very well done. I thought everybody lended their voice well. You know, even characters that didn't get that many lines, in a way, like they tried, you know, it shows a lot of effort. Because if I remember correctly, when this show came out, I didn't see this when it was airing. I just saw it when it was already released, and like, oh, I just read the description, decided to check it out. Glad I did. And I believe this was one of the top shows when it aired. And I can see why. The writing is very well done, characters are great, the music, very good. Opening and ending themes are great. And so, can you still pick this up? Yes, you can. It is in a save edition, like I mentioned earlier. And now, as far as the art box and stuff, you might still be able to find that. Probably got to shop around a bit. As far as finding it all together, that I'm not sure. You might have to get part 1 with the box and then part 2 separately. I believe that's how it started out, and then they put it together, and then the save edition came out. So, yeah, Shiki, really great. And, you know, the conclusion, it's out there. So I'm trying my best not to give away anything. Hopefully I've done a good job of that. But, yeah, the themes of this, vampires, survival horror, really great. So with that just about does it for this video. So I will see you guys next time.